Ian, I'm always interested when veteran quarterbacks get new coaching staffs. It seems like Derek Carr's going to get an extension, but I saw a rumor that Kirk Cousins might be on the move. Is there any truth in that?
I feel like the new coaching staff in Minnesota was good for Kirk Cousins. Okay. Like, they view Kevin O'Connell and his guys there, they view Cousins as someone they can build around, not someone they can replace. I mean, honestly, it's also very hard to replace him anyway. His contract's fully guaranteed, and there's massive cap implications if they move on. And look at that.
$45 million. Matt Ryan's at 48. Aaron Rodgers, 46. Kirk Cousins, $45 million is his cap hit next year. They're talking about him being traded. Is that just the Carolina Panthers not caring, or do you think that the Vikings are really planning on building around him for the future?
So I think with the Panthers, first of all, my guess is at some point they will probably call on everyone because they are obviously looking for a quarterback. And so what happens is, we all say, hey, could Kirk Cousins be on the move? And we talk about it. And then teams go, oh, maybe this is true. And then they will call. So, like, a lot of times.
And then they see that, right?
The reports where you'll be like, oh, so-and-so called this team and they got a firm no. That comes from them seeing the media and being like, oh, wow, maybe we could get him. So I don't think there's anything there. I think Cousins will be back. I think Matt Ryan will be back. Aaron Rodgers, we'll probably find out in, 11 minutes or so. When's he coming on?
He comes on 105 Eastern. Is this the Vikings leaking that somebody's interested in him because they want to move on from him? And
No. I don't get that sense at all.
$45 million is a lot. That's right. I mean, that's not going to be tradable.
Yeah, but there's more than 30 of it is fully guaranteed. So he's getting. I mean, they obviously could trade that, but like, my guess is more likely they come to him and say, let's do an extension, reduce your cap number, maybe kind of build around you and enhance you rather than replace you.
No offense, Kirk Cousins. I'm just saying trading for a $45 million quarterback if he hasn't won a Super Bowl is a very interesting move. You will get attacked for it. Last question from me. Carson Wentz, what's going on? It seems as if the Colts have moved on. It was my first day of vacation, basically, and all the internet was saying was the Colts are moving on. The Athletic, I think, reported the Colts are moving on. It might have been Zach Kiefer, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Colts are moving on. They're trading maybe Kravitz. I don't remember who it was.
I think it was Kravitz, yeah.
OG in the game, obviously, Kravitz. Not necessarily loved in New England because he was the one that broke the news. Better or bad news, sorry about it. But Kravitz has been in the game a long time. But they're saying Carson Wentz getting traded and moved. Is that fact? 100% fact they're doing that?
I wouldn't say 100% fact. The word from there is no decision has been made, but they are very much in the quarterback game. So my sense, just reading the tea leaves, is that if they can replace him with someone better, they will definitely look into it. My question is, who is that? Because, like, you look at the landscape of this thing, like, is that Russell Wilson? Well, I'm not even sure he's being traded. Is it Aaron Rodgers? Let's find out in a little bit. Is it Jimmy Garoppolo? Like, is Jimmy Garoppolo better than... You're a Colts guy. Would you rather have Garoppolo or Carson Wentz?
Okay, all I do know is that there's no reason that this Colts team who has seven Pro Bowlers should be plus 2,400 to win the Super Bowl next year. And I don't know if that's because they don't know who the quarterback's going to be or whatever the case. I think Jimmy G would be an option that would probably bump the odds up to being worse. What's that?
Probably right, and I would imagine if you put Jimmy G and Carson Wentz side by side, it would look somewhat similar. The problem is the last two games.
It would not. It would not. There's no way it would. Jimmy Garoppolo's not spraining both of his ankles on one play in which Aaron Donald is already in the middle of a sack. I think it's an interesting thing because with Jonathan Taylor obviously going to be the focal point, I'm assuming a quarterback is not going to be able to get into a groove or a rhythm. I bet you Carson Wentz is an incredible quarterback. Everybody said it. We saw moments of it. But who knows if the way this team is constructed is the right way for him to be. Maybe Jimmy G is the perfect guy for that, actually, because he's known to, check into the right runs, which nobody ever gives anybody credit for, right? Nobody ever gives anybody credit for checking in.
Definitely manages the game well. I would just say, I think I don't see them moving on from him unless they can get someone better.
Yeah, is Jimmy G better? Who knows? I guess that's for somebody else to find out.